Let's see, let's see. I'm gonna see if I'm on my channel now. I still don't see it. Let's see. Maybe I can go this way. Oh, hello. Okay, now we're in business. Thank you guys for coming back. I hope that you guys can hear me okay. And my apologies for having a royal mess up here for a minute. Hopefully you're okay. Oh my goodness, yeah. Hopefully everything's okay now. And I'm sorry, it's gonna take me a moment to gather myself. You guys, please let me know, Melissa. You're watching me on my channel though, right? On my YouTube channel, to be specific. Is that correct? Please tell me that you are. Can you hear me? Let me type. Hopefully you can. Because on my end, everything looks okay. But I'm not seeing my video again. Okay. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. Oh gosh, praise God. Oh, I had to take a moment and my apologies. Okay. All right, well, welcome to Paints and Glitter. This is Raquel, where, okay, thank you. All right, we're gonna move on. My apologies for having done a snafu of epic proportions. And don't mind me, that's just me on a regular day. Messing up big time. Okay. I'm here to chat about. Thank you, Suzanne. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Crafty Ladybug. Thank you, Tanya, and thank you, Melissa. If you guys want to share this, I know that I'm late. I was, as you could tell, making errors on the internet, trying to come on to my channel live, and I made a little boo-boo. So that's why I'm late to my own party. However, I'm so glad that you guys are here. I'm here to chat about Tonic Studios Spring Sales, as the title implies, and also make a couple little cards with you. So I did cut out everything for the most part already. So the first thing that I'm going to let you guys know is that today is the last day of the spring sales. However, if you saw the live on Monday morning, then you would know that there are still going to be sales throughout the week, and including the mystery bags, which are actually going to be different than they were last week. So if you didn't catch those sales, this time around, I believe they're going to start at $10 US dollars or 10 pounds over on the UK site. And they're going to be a mix of dyes. And I don't know if that's for all of them. So, I don't want to be quoted on that, but I think that's going to be one of the bundles. So, so of course there's going to be details for those of you who receive the emails from Tonic Studios. But if you happen to rewatch this video sometime later on this week, today is the last day of April, and tomorrow being May 1st, then if you don't see the same sales that I'm going to share with you today, or the items, then they may have been either sold out or it's just a new sell. Okay, so I'm just going to go through a couple of different things. I did go ahead and, sorry, I'm not facing the camera. I pulled out a couple of little things that I wanted to show you guys. because over on the US site, there is this bundle here. Hello, Regina. Thank you for joining us. This is on the US site. Sadly, it's not on the UK site, but I thought I should bring it up because I think it's a phenomenal bundle. It includes 4 die sets. And in fact, let me see if I can, let's see here. Bear with me one moment. Okay. All right. Sorry, guys. I have a little darling. Okay, so I'm unable to see that there. I don't know why this happens, but bear with me, guys. This is so odd. I don't know if it's my own internet or how this works. As you guys can tell, I'm learning as I go along. And sometimes I'm able to find things really quickly, and sometimes I just cannot. And I don't know why that goes the way that it goes. But I'm trying to find you guys the link that I want to give you. And let's see here. Okay, well, I'm gonna give you this, guys. So let me go ahead and do this really quickly. I thought that I would be able to just grab it from where I have it on my computer, but so no, this is not a grab bag. The grab bags are they're different. So let me try to grab this for you guys. Bear with me one moment. I'm trying to access this information, and I'm sorry, but because I had that crazy snafu, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys this, but this is a different one, and I'm literally trying to, okay, copy paste. You would think it'd be a little bit easier. And no. Okay, so that's, yeah, Regina, but it's not the same if someone else tries to share a link on my channel. It's actually completely different. But I do appreciate the effort. I'm trying to find a particular, yeah, this is giving me, it's giving me. It's giving me. It's only gonna take a moment, guys, and I appreciate your patience with me, because like I said, it's a process. Some days are easier than others, and when it comes to doing all of this technology, it's so crazy how some days everything flows and other days, especially when I do a live video, it just seems like those are the better days for me to just you know, make a monkey out of myself. I'm almost there, guys. I really want to give you guys this because here we are. It's literally right in front of my face. I just was having trouble finding it elsewhere. And there it is. Okay, so now that is this bundle here. Okay, so back to this. This is 8 dies. It has 2 sentiments, wishing you everything wonderful for a special friend, and its corresponding little layers that'll allow you to make 2 different either like bag toppers or card toppers, that sort of thing. There's this one here, it's got 31 dies, and it's all of these little shapes and then their little shadows. It's called Flora and Fauna Friends Die Set. Now this was released a little while ago, so what they've done is that they've grouped it with these 2 dies here that contain 6 dies each, and this one is layered rings, scribble frames, the other one's layered star, scribble frames. And just to show you, I wanted to show you the size because they look unassuming. And I did cut one of them down to make a card with, but I have mine in this wallet here. The largest circle in that circle frame one is actually just under 7 inches wide. Okay, so that's quite large, and of course you can fold that down if you like to make little pockets for pages or anything like that. Then there are these other ones. Okay, so that's, I use that second largest, and then there's the scribbles, as the title describes, and then even more layers. Okay, so let me show you the star, and that's this one here, and it's quite a nice size also. So let me give you at least the size of the largest one there, in case you're not familiar with these. You may already have them, like Melissa had stated. She's got one, or these, I'm sorry. So this is 7 inches from one end to the other on the widest point of that star. So pretty. And then of course all of those corresponding layers. So that's just 2 of those for you. So let me go ahead and show you what else I'm gonna be playing with today, because there's another set. And if you happen to click on any one of those links, you can still reach the Tonic Studios pages. Or actually in the description bar of my video are the links to both of the stores. But this is another one that's on sale right now for $10. And this one I cut out for you guys because it's so pretty. And that one is actually, let's see here. There's actually quite a few. So you know what? Let me just open this, because there's quite a few of them that are on sale for $10 right now. And that just happens to be one of them. The Golden Leaves, this is a fall set that's on sale right now too. And then here are the Flora and Fauna. I just showed you the packaging. Let me show you that again. Okay, so in case you wanted to know the size of these, it's got a really nice large butterfly. In fact, I think Philomena did an Instagram video recently using that one, and it was so cute. So if you want to check out her profile, of course the design team for Tonic Studios is, you know, there's ladies from all over the world. You're going to be able to find inspiration for all of these, not just on this channel. So for instance, my style is not, you know, suitable for what you like. Don't worry, there are a lot of other ladies on the group that are just amazing crafters, and you're going to be able to see all the different ways that you can use these types of sets. And this one's exciting for me because it's got that little ladybug. I haven't had a chance to play with it just yet, but it also has a little bee, and then 3 different butterflies and 2 different sizes. Well, this one could be a moth, I suppose, but I do think it looks like a dragonfly. And then it's got the larger one over here, little floral clusters. And then this one here, I think could even pass as a snowflake. There's no reason why you couldn't make that into a snowflake. So let me see. Hopefully you guys can, I'm going this way. Sorry guys. Hopefully I can zoom in a little bit more here. There we go. So if you see that, I think that's such a pretty set. And I'm going to show you the other one. It's in here. Okay, so this is the friendship frames that I was just referring to. So those are the sizes on that. Quite nice. So if you just want to make a small 4x6 card or 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, these are excellent for that. Then also, again, that's friendship frames. Also, this one's secret easel card. I've shown this before on this channel and on Instagram. This one's on sale also. So yeah, you know, it's kind of funny how those little shapes, you can make them into flowers, or you can, you know, you can decide that that's a snowflake. That's how I see it too. So I agree. I agree. It's a snowflake. And then this one, by the way, does have flowers on one edge. They're beautiful, absolutely stunning. And then the other edge is stars. This has stars here, and then this makes a beautiful floral center, and it reads congratulations. And then this one says on your day, and the idea is that it pops out like a little rainbow. So super cute. So that one's on sale as well. And that's called Secret Easel Card Die Set, and I don't think the other ones here are, but today I cut this one out, and that one is the, what was it, Flora, Fauna, something, something. Bear with me, guys. I don't memorize the names because it is physically and humanly impossible for me to remember every single one, but you guys probably even have it. It's over here. It's over here. Okay, so this one's the Folksy Floral. Hello, Beverly. Folksy Floral Primrose Frames. So now you know why I couldn't memorize that. And then, by the way, there's another one that has tulips. And that one's also equally adorable. I'm sorry, I was kind of out of sync there. So I wanted to show you this one because this is the one that I have, and I believe these are $10 right now, just so you know. Okay, so absolutely adorable frames. They come with plenty of pieces to get started on a card. So let's go ahead and put one together since I'm talking about it, right? What I did is in a previous live I shared with you some papers that I had gotten from Cartabella. And I went ahead and cut some down because I thought it was so pretty. And then I cut some bases here, some card bases. And I also went ahead and cut from that Flora and Fauna set. And I'm sorry, I'm trying to remember all the names, guys. Yes, Flora and Fauna. I said it right. Okay, so this little rose here is what I cut out along with that other frame that I just shared with you. And if you see how delicate that looks, you can make a card just using this little flower here, and I think it's so very pretty. And thank you, Beverly, for that. I truly appreciate it. I hope I don't get in timeout. I get the feeling I might. I'm gonna cry later. I'm gonna get off the live and I'm gonna start crying. Don't mind me. I just, man, some days. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and color this. This is just white cardstock, mind you. And what I'm using with this is the Glitter Gloss Aquaflow pen from Tonic Studios. This does not have any color, although if you really wanted to, you could unscrew this and add a little drop of whatever favorite color you have and of ink and make your own gloss pen with a little bit of shine. I like that it's clear because then I can add it to anything I like, including whether it be white paper or just any color, really. And it's nice and subtle, but it's pretty. So I'm just gonna start layering these other pieces while those dry. What I did is with the solid background piece, then I cut out these two here. So that's what's gonna go with that. And with that die set, as you can see, you do get a die that is a nice pretty little oval there, and it cuts into the background, and then you can use it in conjunction, of course, with this size oval if you like to, but if you want to, you can just use it on its own on a larger piece of paper. And then this is the smallest cut in that set. I think it's so pretty, especially with the little cutouts of those little tulips, and then there's that little heart in the center. Very darling. So I'm going to start layering here. And of course, if you like to add any type of vellum to your projects, then this is really nice for that as well. Or if you like to make shakers, because This is kind of the perfect type of opening, right? So that's just one layer. Now the background, my paper wasn't big enough, but you guys, if you've seen this channel, you know that I don't fret about that because no one's gonna see it. And that's how it goes for crafting. You use what you have instead of letting your papers go to waste. And if it's not visible, then it's not something worth focusing on. You just layer and keep on moving. So there's that, and what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to sandwich it together with this second oval just to create a nice sturdy piece. And that's in lieu of adding a foam piece because I don't want to add too much bulk to this because it is going to already have some layers on it. Then here's the other piece that you can cut out, and look at how gorgeous that is. Now what's unique about this particular frame is that not only does it have a bit of scalloping there, so it's got this kind of book style look to it. So if you didn't use that inlay, which does cut out those beautiful flowers and hearts, you get a piece that looks like this. So naturally you can score this in half and create little book pages. So that could go inside of a little journal. It could be your actual card if you wanted it to, or you can use it in this fashion here, which is what I'm going to do today. And I'm just going to layer these together. And what I did is I cut it on the opposite side of that beautiful floral paper, which by the way is from Cartabella. And if you're interested, I got it on scrapbook.com, and that is linked in the description bar of this video. I just thought the papers were so pretty. And these little guys are going to go together. I hope you guys are all having a wonderful Tuesday. I know that I announced this on Facebook and on Instagram. I hope you guys don't mind that I used my big mug, my big old face for that picture. But I tried sharing it. I know one of you ladies is probably the one that told me share it on the community tab. And I tried sharing the little poster that I had created, and unfortunately YouTube would not let me. So that was the first little issue that I had today. First one. All right, what I did also is that I took the largest die in that set, another really pretty scalloped rectangle there. I cut it out twice. One of them's going to be the base of the card, and the other one in that pretty paper. Then I cut it out again, but this time I folded the paper, as you can tell there, and then I placed the die on top. I think all of you guys know what I mean by that. If you don't, you know, feel free to ask. I'm happy to explain. But this is just a 1/2 inch little fold in the paper. And what I'll do, actually, I'm going to cut it down a tiny little bit. Do this. And here too, pull this over. And what you want to do, of course, is match up all of those little scallops so that you don't get a wonky card. But I wanted to know if any of you guys have taken advantage of the sales from Tonic Studios in the last couple of weeks, or if you even knew about them. I think most of you here did. I wanted to share with you a couple of items that I got. So I'll do that once I assemble this card, if you guys are okay with that. So now what I'm going to do is that I'm actually going to double this one up on the back because I don't think my paper was thick enough. So I had done this twice, and I'm just going to go ahead and double it up a little bit here. just so that I feel confident about it. Okay. And of course, this would be a good opportunity to stamp your information on the back of a card too. That's often what I do, but I'll do it at the end of the video when I'm not filming. And this, I think, would make a really, really pretty Mother's Day card. So Tanya says, no, trying to sort my garden, so no new craft supplies for me. Yep, I can understand that, Tanya. It's funny you mentioned that. Today in my garden, I had a woodpecker that was singing his little heart out. He was so cute. And I was busy doing other things, so I was like, oh, you know, I wonder who's making all that noise. I love bird watching and all that good stuff, so, or for me, it's good stuff anyway. So I didn't go out there immediately, and then the, you know, curiosity kicked in, and I was like, you know what, I need to go out there and videotape this, because he was making a ruckus. I mean, singing away like crazy. So, of course, the minute I got out there, he left and went to the neighbor's yard, and I'm like, come back, little bird. And he did come back for a minute, but then I walked around the other side of my house to go out the front door, and as soon as the front door closed, he just flew away. And I think it was the sound of my screen door just scared him off. So there was no video of the woodpecker. But they're quite large and super noisy. But I love hearing all the different songs. Okay. I think this is so darling. I really, really do. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to, of course, add this little layer on top. And I'm only going to add adhesive here in case I later on decide to add any kind of laces or anything like that. Then I leave myself some room. Okay. Then this is going to go on top, but I'm also going to embellish this with a little butterfly. I cut out the background from vellum, as you can see there. And one thing that I often like to do is to take a paintbrush, take one of the sparkle sprays, whichever color. This just happens to be, this one's is frosted lemon, not melon, but I don't think that's the color I used here. I know that it was a gold. But in any case, you get that really pretty sheen. And here's the smaller of the butterflies that I had mentioned. And what's neat about it is that that die set gives you the shadow, but the shadow is slightly larger than the actual die cut. So if you see that, I kind of like that because you can do different types of things, you know, when you get that type of cut. Okay, so I'm just going to add that one there, only adhering kind of, you know, toward the center, and then that pen again. I'm going to get that out and grab just some really delicate shimmer here. And of course I should have done this before I started, but I was fighting with my computer. My one consistent hobby in life is fighting with my computer. I do it quite often. I don't know if you guys do it. Anyone else? Is it just me? Am I the only person that makes it a business to fight with my computer? Okay, so I'm gonna just layer this right on top. And this is still a tiny bit wet, but nothing crazy. Okay. And I am going to layer these little guys. This is going to go right in the center. And now naturally, you know, you can add a sentiment to the front of your card. I'm just going to add it on the inside. I'm okay with that. And I'm going to flank this with these beautiful little flowers and their corresponding little shadows. So go ahead and do this. So yeah, Tanya says always the way. That bird was there for at least a good hour singing his little head off. And then the moment I was like, hey, let's do a cameo. No, I'm not here for the movies. Just the bird. But that's okay. He was a shy little guy. Okay. So this can very easily blend into the background because of the fact that I use the same colors, but I don't always mind that. Sometimes I like it that the recipient is discovering something a little bit unexpected on the front of a card. And I can always add a little bit of Nuvo drops to make one or two little areas stand out, or of course I can use some dimensional adhesive. And right now, yep, I can grab these, kind of grab them in groups of 4. Or less. But it's kind of neat to have the smaller ones too, because you can kind of divide them. So the shaped white card base. So Raggedy Anna, great question. That one was... I had it with me just a moment ago. It's here, it's here, it's here. I promise you it's here. Okay. Fancy. No, that's not it. Folksy Floral Primrose. Lord have mercy. Where did it go? Okay, yes, Folksy Floral Primrose Layering die set. That's all. It includes all of this, mind you, minus the roses and the butterfly, okay? So all of those layers are included, and it actually comes with another one that will cut into this larger background also. In fact, this is the actual die set, okay? And what I used here was that smallest oval, that one that cuts into this size oval, and it's all got the stitching. I don't know if I mentioned that. All the layers except for the biggest one have stitching. And then those pretty little flower inlays. And then that's the largest inlay. I didn't use it. You're welcome. And the finished size is going to be 4 1/2 by 6 and just under 6.5. So 4.5 by 6.5. It would be, you know, the envelope size. So it's a nice size. It's not too big and it's not too small. It won't cost an arm and a leg to mail it. And these days, and you're welcome, these days, you guys know that at least here in the United States, mailing a card, you may as well just send them a box of chocolates and a pair of socks and a new cell phone. I mean, why not? Pardon my sense of humor, but it's the truth. It's like, you know, it keeps going up and up and up. So, I just think it's insane. But the size, I'm sorry, I got to thinking, my mind just wandered off a minute. The size is really good. Thank you, Tanya. And I'm sorry, I'm like, oh, got all these little sticky bits. The sticky bits. Okay, no more of that. And I did want to supplement these. I forgot to do the other one. Here we go. So this one's just gonna go right here. I just thought that this would be really cute to be kind of, you know, flanked. And of course you could add another 2. Depends on how much layering you like to do. And here, I think I might end up cutting something else and putting it over here. But for now, I'm just gonna stick the little butterfly down. Let that dry a little bit. And as I said before, now it's got those multiple layers, but what's neat about it is that it's not heavy, it's not too bulky. Because all of the layers, let me change this really quickly, hopefully I don't ruin anything. Right there. All of the layers are quite soft. Let's go this way. And I'm trying to get adjusted to this, guys, so I do apologize if it's not entirely clear. But you get a lot of texture with that. And of course with the Nuvo drops, then you can really go to town, adding a little bit more color, a little bit more shine. Or if you want to use, if you happen to have crystal glaze, this is just clear. And I think it looks really pretty. So let me go back to where I was here. And I think right about there, hopefully. Yeah, okay. So you can always use this, and of course there's no color to it, but if you're going for a really delicate look on a card where you're not necessarily looking to add more color, just the shine, then this is the perfect medium for that, because then you can kind of highlight colors that are already there. For instance, this has little hearts that cut out of it, so that's what I'm going to do, is I'm only going to add it where the little hearts are. I'm lifting that little butterfly a little bit so I can reach all of them, but this is quite liquid, so a little bit goes a long way, and that's a good thing, because then it's going to last you quite a long time because you don't need to use as much. So what I'm going to do here, for instance, I'm going to use it on that little rose. I'm not going to focus on any other part other than that. And I had already done the glimmer on that, but then this is going to just encase everything, if you will, you know, just another little textural layer with a little bit of shine, but it's not overdone. And then I'm going to set this aside to dry for a couple minutes, and I am going to finish it off with a little bow. I'm just going to add a tiny bit here, just focusing on that rose shape, because to me that's what I liked about this paper, were the actual flowers. So why not highlight the little flowers there? And of course I could do, you know, the little background, just add little drops here and there. Just a tiny little drop. It's going to end up looking like little bits of dew. So very delicate and pretty. So just following here and there. This paper already has like little polka dots everywhere, so you can highlight that if you want to. Just very delicate. Thank you. I'm going to actually be making a second one, but I'm going to set this aside to dry for a moment. And while that's drying, I'm going to show you some other items that were on sale. Let's unpack them. Because this was part of the spring sale, right? That's what the title of this video was. This one, I don't know if there's any of this left, but this one was the hexagon and diamond tiles set. Sorry guys. This was quite a popular one, and it came with a stamp set, but when I got it, I think the stamp set was completely out. And that's probably why this was added to those sales, because sometimes that happens. I don't know why, but okay, I'm going to set this aside a moment because that's not part of it. There's this bundle here. Okay, this is down to $20. And let me tell you, this bundle is so pretty in person. This one has it's called Festive Tags Goodwill Season Die Set. And I know it's not Christmas yet, but it's never too soon to get ready with your little items that you might do, whether it be for a craft sale or for just your loved ones that you gift. And then it came with all 3 of these, which makes smaller cards. And just as we were mentioning the cost of shipping, if you want to save some money on shipping cards and you have many to send, this is a perfect set, because the entire bundle, all 3 of these toppers and the tags, is only $20 right now. So that is a wonderful, wonderful price. And then all you have to do is use the background piece, okay, for the base of your card. You can, by the way, this does measure 5. Yep, these are for 4 by 5 card, okay? So it's even nicer to know that you can take an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper and cut it in half and get 2 cards out of that. And then your sentiment, this one says, "Have a Merry Little Christmas." All of the little letters do fall out, but if you're wanting to only limit yourself to 2 colors, then with 3 pieces of paper, you can make 1 card. It's a phenomenal price. So again, the links that I shared in the beginning of this video will take you to the actual Tonic store, or you can use the ones in the description bar of my video. It's going to take you right to the home page where you're going to see, of course, you know, whatever's new, but you're also going to be able to go to the spring sale. This one says Merry and Bright, or all is merry and bright. And I believe that Karen and Leo made samples on a live video with these, but also the other ladies in the design team do have videos. This one is so pretty. It says "Let It Snow," but it does have the little snowflakes on there. So again, a nice little base. And then of course, if you want to, you can mix and match them. So let's see if all the bases are exactly the same, because that's something I like to do. And then if you're a mini album maker, then these frames are excellent for photos. So this one has a smooth frame. All is merry and bright. And then the little stars do cut out of the background. This one has a stippled frame. So all those little dots all the way around. And then the other one that I had already opened, let's take a look at that frame. Okay, and then this one's got little dashes. So depending on the look you like, if you get the bundle, then you can mix and match however you prefer to have that. Or if you just have one that you like more than the others, you can do it all in dashes, all in the stippled, however, you know, you see fit. Sometimes, depending on the paper you're using, it really shows up nicely. If you're using a pearlescent or a mirror card, all those little details pop up really nicely. So there's those. And the tags, let me just open that to show you the size, because I really was impressed by this. And sometimes people like to receive tags as a gift, mind you, okay? So again, this one has stippled edge, scalloped edge, and then a smooth edge. And then this one says Warm Winter Wishes. It has a holly and berry on both sides. Ho, 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 with the 4 little snowflakes. And then Peace and Joy, this is my favorite. Has little stars and swirls. So darling. Okay, so I'm setting those aside. And this bundle just came out. I treated myself to this. This is the 3D embossing folder bundle that Tonic just put out, and it's called the Majestic Mosaic Die Set. But you can get the actual embossing folders separately, if I'm not mistaken, okay? So it has that little belly band feature there, but then it has the leaves and the flowers. I think they're quite universal. So if you're looking for that sort of thing, that's going to be a new item going forward with Tonic. It's going to be the 3D embossing folders. So I'm quite excited about that because it's been years that I've been asking them to do that. And that is just phenomenal. Anyway, here is the actual card base. And this is just gorgeous, guys, because first of all, here's what I liked about it. You can make a square card. If you are a square card lover, as I am, this is 4 3/4 inches wide. So if you just want to use that top portion with that lattice, which by the way has that little scallop, the leaves and all that jazz, you can just make a card using that. If you just want to use this one here and repeat this a few times with this little lattice here, you can do that. If you only want to repeat this bottom one with the little swirls and the half scallop, you can do that. Or of course you can use all of them together. And then you do have the option of having an edge all on its own that's scalloped. So just with this die here, you can create an entire card. Using all of your scrap papers, you can just take a bunch of strips and cut them all out with this and then stagger them on a card, and that would be phenomenal. And then over here, you have one that's the stippled edge. So you could use this to create pockets in a mini album if you wanted to. Oh, they don't have it on the... So it may have sold out, sweetheart. And I'm so sorry. The sale has been going on for over a week now. Today's the last day. And the other thing is that both of the sites have not had the same items. So that's why I'm not saying both of the stores, both, you know, go ahead and look at each one individually, because it's going to differ, you know, one page from the other. And of course, that's got to do with inventory. You know, things sell out in the UK or in the US and that, you know, they can't really match both pages, which is, you know, it's unfortunate, but that's how it goes when things are on clearance. You have to think about, like, you know, when you go into a store and it's the bottom of the bin, it's whatever's left. So that's why I wanted to come along and share with you guys, because some of these items were over 70% off. So for those of you who don't always frequent the Tonic page, or maybe you're not receiving the newsletter, then you may not have been privy to some of these items being on sale. In fact, I think this one was down to, I should have written it down. Let me see here. Let me take a look. I'm gonna see if I can find it. And who knows, maybe the what do you call them? The little bags, the mystery bags. It'd be kind of cool if they had these. Okay, so this one was down to $6.99. I'm gonna grab that and put it in the chat because you may want to grab it. Because $6.99 is not a bad price for a set of dies. So bear with me. I hope they're live. Please be live. This is where sometimes we run into issues. Okay. Yeah, I mentioned this before on another one of my lives. If the actual page is not live from the store, then I'm stuck not being able to share with you, bear with me, a specific link, but I can definitely give you a link to the store. Let's see here. I'm gonna have to try to do it this way. So what you would have to do is that you have to actually go to the page and type out spring sale. And now mind you, these are all first come first bear with me because I'm trying to read and talk at the same time, and it turns out my brain doesn't work that way. Oh gosh. Okay. I'm trying to grab that for you, and for some reason, and I don't know why this keeps happening, but there's not much I can do about it. Bear with me 1 second. Okay. All right. Let's see if I can do this. Okay, if you go to that link there, okay, if you go to that link there, you should be able to land on Tonic Studios. Let me know if it works. And then on the bar of the actual, you know, the little seeking icon, I don't know what it's called, the little, on the search bar, sorry, you can type number 4275, and that's on the Tonic Studios I'm sorry, that's USA, my apologies, bear with me. This switched up on me, guys. I'm not doing this on purpose, I promise you. Okay, so it should be the same on either one. Let me see. Okay, it did sell out. So my apologies, Tanya. That sold out, or Raggedy Anna. It sold out of the UK. So I don't know if you were looking for the US one or the UK page. Let me type it again. Here it is. Okay, because it is. So, okay, this is available in the US. It's a previous designer's choice set. It is called Celebration Time Die Set. And I'm going to try to give you the link again. Bear with me. This one was from Tonic Studios US. It's sold out in the UK. And I'm going to get the link in just 1 second. Less than 1 minute, I promise. So that way, if you need to maybe get some items for your crafty friends, that is the link. Okay, that link right there, that is the link to the US, Raggedy Anna. I'm answering your question, okay? So that link that I just shared will take you exactly to this set, but it's also going to take you to the Tonic Studios US page. So you're going to be able on that page to find everything that I'm going to mention, okay? Because I'm going to give you the numbers that will correspond to the items. But this one here, the one that I have in my hand, is on sale right now, and you can find it in that link for only $6.99. So 65% off. It was initially $19.99. And it's a really cute set if you like that background piece, because this is all one. This one here. And it does have happy birthday. So you're going to see the sample is absolutely stunning. And I believe it may have been Christine who made the sample. But then you can take out these center portions here and substitute them with this one, for instance, and just have all swirls. Or you can do both sides with stars. Or you can do the floral. So you do have 3 options there for the center of this. You also have 2 solid frames here. So if maybe all of that detail is not what you like because you like to just use your pretty paper, then you can use a background paper, say maybe in a metallic color. You can use your really pretty, you know, maybe floral papers or anything like that. Or if you want to make a masculine card, you can do this all in different shiny colors. And then you get your little banner there that says happy birthday. But as you can see here, you get 4 other sentiments. This one says sending hugs. This one says congratulations. This one says thank you. So for a quick thank you card, it's phenomenal. And then this one says you're the best. So it's a very nice universal die set for $6.99. I don't think you can go wrong. So moving on from that one, and again, that one's only available right now in the US. Let me see here. The next one that I wanted to show you, and I'm not going to guarantee that any of these are left. And I apologize. It's just if they sold out, they sold out. But I did want to share with you because going forward, if there are big sales, I'm hoping to be able to come by and do a live video as I'm doing right now and share with you guys, you know, what's available. So not that I'm sorry, no, I know what you're asking me for, and no, there isn't, because I tried to find that myself before I started this video so that I could give you all one link. That's ideally what I like to do on this channel, and I did not find that. I was not able to do that because it just didn't exist. So that's why I'm referring to these by number and all that. So this was just a previous stamp club. Now in my last live video, I did share with you guys a link to the stamp club items that were available for the spring sale. And I'm gonna see if there's anything left, because they were over 70% off. So I'm gonna share with you a link of whatever's left, okay? So bear with me one moment, because I'm gonna give you the US link, okay? So coming up, these are the items left in the stamp club in the US, okay? So what happened with Corey? Who's Corey? Okay, so that link that I just shared right now is Stamp Club. I'm gonna write it out for you guys. So those are the items left in the Stamp Club in the US. And I'm gonna read them off to you guys so that way if you're wondering. Oh, let me get the UK one. Sorry guys, I don't want to neglect my UK friends. Let me see if I have it already. I should have it. I'm just, for some reason, something's off here. Oh, yeah. Bear with me, guys. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to refer you guys to the Tonic UK landing. Oh, Corey. Gotcha. Aw. It happens, guys. Okay, here we go. All right, I found the Stamp Club page. Where are you? Yep, here we go, guys. So this is going to be the Stamp Club page for UK. Hey, so you know what? Then just leave me a thumbs up on my channel, okay, for doing the homework so that you guys wouldn't have to jump through hoops, okay? At least give me that much. I would really appreciate it. All right, it helps my channel to get some positive feedback. All right, so this one, this is called Golden Sunrise, and these are the stamps. This was inspired by the rolling hills of Holland. It has the little windmill. Okay, so there's the little, I don't know what those are called. I'm gonna call them wings. I know that's not what it is, but the little front of the windmill. And then there's flying geese, there's a little rainbow, a sunflower, there's wheat. So you can do multiples of these and do like a sunflower field, a wheat field. Thank you, Tanya. Then this here can be a field of poppies, of course, Amsterdam, right? You can do that sort of look, right? And then there are little trees, the clouds, there are little ducks, a fence, then the grass, so you can do little hills of grass. This one says, you are a ray of sunshine. Hello, another trip around the sun. Wonderful for birthday sentiment. May all your days be sunny. Sending you smiles and then this one says, wishing you a perfect day. And then the matching dies are these here, so that you can go ahead and stamp out all of those little, whether it be the wheat or the sunflower or the little trees, the clouds, you're going to be able to cut those out. You don't need a fussy cut them. There's the matching die for the windmill and also the little, whatever they're called, and the rainbow. And then you do get some separate little hills and also kind of like this really cool piece here that's going to help it look more dimensional. It's going to help it look like it's really going off in the distance, okay? And then, of course, there's the sun ray, shiny, gorgeous die there that's got all of those little stitched edges. And then it does have that wavy edge. And then lastly down here, if you wanted to do rows and rows of maybe lavender, you could do it with that die there. So very pretty. I think this is quite unique for Tonic Studios. I don't know that they've ever had another set similar to this, to be honest. At least from the time that I've known of them. So I've got 2 more Stamp Club ones to go. And by the way, let me see if that other one's still available. I'm gonna let you guys know. That one, is it still there? Yes, Golden Sunrise Stamp and Die set as far as the US is concerned. Yep, this one's still available, and that's $14.99 for that one. So that's 57% off right now. Super cool. Again, don't forget, there are some really beautiful samples of these on the pages, as well as on, you know, the other design team ladies, because obviously I'm opening these with you, so I didn't partake of making samples for these. Otherwise, I'd gladly let you know about it. Let's see, this one is, okay, I was super excited about getting this. This is the one that I had mentioned before. It's called One in a Melon. And let me show you what this one looks like. This, let me start with the stamps. Let's see here. Just want to make sure. Okay. One in a Melon is still available in the US, $14.99. Also 57% off. Don't forget, I already gave you guys the link. This one has the little, oh, what is this called? Kind of, I call it a mason jar. It's so cute right there. So you can make the little drinks. And then it's got the little umbrella, it's got the straw, it's got the label. Here's the watermelon. You can make this either into an orange or a lemon slice. It's got the little mint sprig. It has another little straw here, a peach, an avocado. That's what I was excited about. the watermelon and the avocado. And then, of course, you can make this really fun because it's got a pear, an apple, and a lemon. And then, of course, more little fruit pieces and all that. But it does have little faces. So, if you like that sort of thing, yes, let me switch over to the UK. And let me see here. I'm pretty sure I gave you guys the link for this, the items. And I'm sorry, I'm trying to remember everything because it's, if you've never done a live video, let me tell you. No, this is sold out in the UK. Presently sold out. In fact, I don't know if there's okay, so Milk and Cookies is still available, and I think it's just the stamp set. So I'll show you guys that in a minute. And I'm referring to the UK. Golden Sunrise, which I just showed you, is still available in the UK. I'm going to show you another one that's still available in the UK in a moment. The hexagon and diamond stamp set that I had just mentioned a minute ago. Where is it? It's around here. Sorry, guys. There's so much. Here it is. Okay. This one is still available with the stamp in the UK. However, this one's only 18% off. And it should show up in that link that I gave you. But it is an adorable set. Yes. Yep, this one's still available in the UK. Really, really darling set. So I'm going to switch back to the US really quickly. And I lost my placement. Hold on one second. Okay. So this one, again, in the US should still be available. Bear with, yep, it's still available in the US. Oh, okay, so then my apologies, they didn't label it properly if that's the case. But back to this one, this is $14.99 in the US. Still available, and then it has, again, all of those little faces and all that cute stuff, and then it says, you make a great pair. You're one in a melon. Have a great day. Have a sweet birthday. Thank you very much with a letter B. So very punny. Hope your day's peachy. Thanks a melon. Have a zest day. It also has little grapes. I meant to mention that. And then it also comes with the little, oopsie, I think I just ruined my card, did I? No, I didn't. It was still drying there in the corner. Okay, so this one does come with the little dies. This one says fruitiful instead of beautiful. And then it has a hello. Let me show you the rest here. I'm gonna take this out. By the way, all of these do come in their little sleeves ready to be put away, which is what I really loved about the Stamp Club. And I wish they were still doing it. But they are not going to be reproduced, just so you know. Hugs, hello, fruitiful. And then this one does have a little bowl to match the stamp. It has all of the fruit matching dies. Also the little mug. And what else? Let's see here. The little labels are in here. So it does have a square label and this little shape here. And then it has these smaller little labels for sentiments. And a circle. Or, let's see here, that circle can be used for your sentiments as well. So I wanted to see if it matched one of the fruits, but I suppose this one little fruit up here you can cut with a circle as well. So very nice, and it has cherries also. If you're a fan of that, strawberries, you name it. I mean, there's so much just in that one little set. So there's that one. And I'm going to set these aside now. Okay, one more to open, and then we're done opening Stamp Clubs, and then I'm going to make that second card. I'm going to check here. Let me know. Let's see here. I'm unable to tell. I'm unable to tell how many people are still here. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. But I want to make sure that you guys can hear me okay, that you can see everything all right. I always appreciate feedback. All right, so then, let's see here. Ooh, yeah, this was from a while ago. See, they used to have these really cool sales, kind of like little secret sales. That's no longer available. All right, so I'm kind of glad this is the last one that I have to show you as far as the ones that I got, because this is the dinosaur one. Wonderful. Thank you, Melissa. Just checking in, just making sure. And this one is just pure childish humor. But every once in a while, if you need to make a card for someone just to make them laugh, or if you have a young person in your life, I mean, you don't have to. You can just, you know, make a funny card to send to a friend. So let's start with the stamps again. This one has the little dinosaurs here. It's got the little bones. It's got the palm tree. The cracked egg, I mean, that one is enough to make a funny card right there. And then it does have a little, you know, bit of filler work there. And then the little volcano and the little print of the dinosaur, which I think is super cute. And then here it says roar, and you can end it with some. You're basically prehistoric. So again, a great birthday card. Hope your day is T-Rexcellent. You old fossil. I think I'm gonna have some fun with this. This one says, you rock, happy birthday, means I love you. And then, of course, that would be, you could do the roar, means I love you, which I think is super cute. Thank you, Regina. You're only missing a couple. You're fortunate. Oh my gosh. I missed out on so many, but I'm glad to have been able to catch up on at least some of them with the sale. And then this one says, our friendship will last through the ages. I love the bones of you. So cute. So here are the matching dies. Again, enough to cover all of the basic stamps. And then some extras like the greenery that you can add to corners here, which I think is really, really nice. Then there's a roar sentiment. There's this little piece here, which I can't get too close to the camera, but that one there. So it looks like you have some prehistoric bones. Super cute. Some little branches that you can use. For instance, you could cut that one multiple times and create a frame, or just add it to the oval frame if you wanted to. You can see there's already a scene with the volcano and the clouds and everything. So if you only wanted to use that one to make a really quick tag for a gift, that would be wonderful. And then here are the cracked egg. Also, let's see here. I think I covered most of them. So Melissa, you're saying you only have 2 of the Stamp Club set? Okay, so let me ask you, Melissa, what, is there any, like, particular reason? Do you just prefer other styles, like 3D or mini album? But I just wanted to show you what's there on that, and that's about it. But really, really cute, because I wanted to grab them for when I get requests. If I get a request for a type of card and I don't have it, fantasy floral frame, designer's choice. Oh, okay, Raggedy Anna. I can write that down if I happen to come across one. Fantasy. I'm trying to remember what that looks like. Fantasy floral frame. In fact, I'm gonna look it up so that I know what, because I'm such a visual person, I need to actually see it. And I need to put that away before I cut myself. Let me look for Fantasy Floral Frame. Tonic Studios. Then we'll make a card. Oh, okay. I know which one you mean now. Oh, yeah. I missed out on that one too. It is so gorgeous. So yeah, I can understand why you would want that. I'll look around, Raggedy Anna. Where are you located? And I'm sorry if I've already asked you that. I just, again, I have such a hard time remembering all the details. But tell me where you're based out of. Oh, yep. I can understand, Melissa. Totally understand that. So again, I'm coming back to this one, okay? The layered rings from this quad here that I showed earlier. Coming back to that one to finish the card that I had mentioned I was going to make. And I'm just going to set this one aside. I'll finish that with a bow in a little bit. And here are the pieces that I cut out. I did use watercolor card for these smaller ones. And then I used some Prima card. I had shown this in a previous video, but this is still new to me. I still haven't really delved into it. And this is called In the Moment. And I had used it for something, I cannot even remember what it was. In fact, I think it was the Buzzy Bee bag. I think that's where I ended up using this. And then here's another piece of that scribbly frame portion of it. Oh, Raggedy, we're like neighbors. No way. You must have told me that before, though. We're totally close to one another. I mean, relatively speaking, right? Because New York State is huge. But you're not too far from me. That's awesome. All right. That's good to know also because, yeah, if I find one, I'll let you know, because I'll just grab it and I'll send it to you. I don't have a problem with that. Okay, so I cut this out of a base. Apparently I did it twice. I'm thinking that that's because the paper was not, you know how sometimes your cutting mat gets icky? I cut it out twice because of that. So I'm just gonna, yeah, see, even that, this is supposed to be my rubber eraser, and even that's not looking too cute. All right, so I'm just gonna cut this down. It's just gonna go inside of my card. And I'll just use that other one for the front. Okay, so to kind of clean things up a little bit, I'm gonna double this up on the inside. Okay, so I'm just going to use this to flatten this out a little bit. I'm probably going to add yet another layer. Yes, I am, in fact. Actually, I think I want to add it to the back just to finish this off really nicely. So this is the back of the card. I had cut this pretty lavender paper because it matches the Prima paper. And it is double-sided, as you can tell. Oh, no worries. Raggedy Anna, I do the same thing. There are people that I follow, and quite honestly, I don't have time to leave comments. I try to when I can, but I don't have time. A lot of times I'm just listening in the background as I'm doing my, my chores and whatever, because when you make videos, it's really hard to watch other videos just because it's so time consuming, to do like the editing and the messing up like me. You spend so much time messing up. Like I did today. God help me. But I'll watch because I want to support other creatives, so I'll watch people's channels. And then I'll do the little thumbs up thing, but I don't always get to leave a comment. Sometimes on Instagram I get to do that. It's a little bit easier to just scroll and be like, yay, 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 like it, like it, like it. Do that for 5 minutes and then like, okay, I need to leave again. Okay, so this is gonna be the base of the front of the card. And by the way, I really like getting 12 by 12 paper that's double-sided for this very reason. Because if a card is less than 6 inches wide, then you can at least cut out 4 layers and use that to decorate the front, decorate the back, decorate the middle. Just add all the layers, because then it's going to make a really nice card for you. It's going to be nice and substantial. So as you can tell there, that's a top folding card now. It's not absolutely adhered just yet, but I'll supplement that a little later. Oh, Melissa, it takes time. I would say if you're going to do it, just be patient with yourself, because as you can tell, I make mistakes all the time. You just have to practice forgiveness of yourself. There are some people who are really, really good at it right off the bat. I would say, you know, the one piece of advice that I can give you is to look at what the people that you like, right? If you see a channel and you happen to enjoy that channel, you find yourself coming back to that channel frequently and whatever, or you just admire the platform. And it doesn't have to be, and I've said this before, it doesn't have to be a scrapbooking or card making channel, or, you know, not necessarily, because I watch other channels that I admire greatly and they have absolutely nothing to do with paper crafts. And then, you know, see what they're doing, what's working for them, and then try to repeat it, right? Do you see how that opens just like that? And it does wobble a tiny bit, but it finds its balance there. That's better done when you have thicker paper. So just so you guys know, that's just a little something there for whatever it's worth. Try to center it that way, and then that way I know exactly how it's gonna sit if someone puts it on a mantle. Yes, a lot of people like to do that, to flatten that tiny little bit. I like to leave it. It never gives me an issue though, you know, but I do like you know, a round card. In fact, I could have made this as an easel card today, but I just wanted to get it done. If I'm being completely honest. So here's the first of my little scribbles, and I really like this. I like that you can keep it simple, you can make it elaborate, you can decide which part of the card is going to have more, you know, weight in terms of the scribbles, right? You can make this shiny, you can add mousse to it if you'd like to. Missy Dixon. Thank you, Missy. Oh, to change it? Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. So Regina's missing club 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, and 29. Oh, isn't that so sad? I wish they would release a 30 just to get it over with. Just for those of us who like balance. And Regina, I'm thinking of your like your spreadsheet. It's incomplete. But I'm missing the dies for the one with the sunflowers, and I'm so sad about that because I would love to get them. So here I did cut out 2 of these. Again, I was thinking easel card, and I suppose I could have done that, but I didn't. I was thinking that it would be fun to have one of them with the little cutout from the center. So what I did is I did use that scribble die twice. Once with that watercolor card, and then the other time just focusing on that piece of paper there with that sunflower. I just thought that was so pretty. And I didn't want to let it go to waste. But I was thinking of maybe overlapping this. And then adding a little something else. And for that, I do have some ephemera that I've not yet used. And this was also part of that Prima collection that you see there in the corner of my screen. Let's take a look at what's in here. There's a little tag that says love. There's a butterfly, which of course I can, you know, add to that. This has little buttons, a little card there. There's this little strip. It's got the little sunflowers. That's right. Hey, Regina, you know what? I say that that's a gift. To be organized is a gift. And it's, you know, to be cherished. Because some people would like to be organized, they just don't have it in them or don't know where to start. You know, they get overwhelmed and all that good stuff. Me, you know, if I come into this room and it's not neat, I can't even start. I'm just like, no, that's not how I function. It's got to be neat, or I can't even go in there. So I'll, you know, I'll come in here and I'll start cleaning up and whatever. If a room is really chaotic and it has a lot of stuff in it, I feel like I can't breathe. I'm like, nope, I'm gonna suffocate. Suffocation time. In the moment. Something happens in the moment. We don't quite know what that is, but in the moment is a sentiment. Yes, sunshine and sunflowers. Yep. Oh, hi, Victoria. Thank you so much for being here, sweetie. The apothecary. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, my recommendation is if you want to be sensible, and now mind you, if, right? If you want to be sensible, wait 24 hours before, you know, making that decision, right? Kind of like this one. Hello, gorgeous. Hello, gorgeous. Now, mind you, this is just a playful little card. As you can tell, there's nothing serious going on here. Just having a little fun. I really like this little, I was gonna say greenhouse, but it's too small to be a greenhouse. It's, is it a herbarium? My English not so good. I don't know. What is this called? Someone help me. Oh my gosh, I know you can grow little herbs in there, but I know there's a word for that. It's escaping me right now. Okay. There's one that says, we are here, as opposed to, we are over there. You like it? Yeah, I think it's fun, but some of the stuff, you know, I struggle with sentiments that are vague like that because I'm just like, okay, obviously. I want a stamp set that says that, obviously. That goes better with my sense of humor. In the moment, beautiful moment. In the beautiful moment. moment. Okay, and then there's the little buttons, which of course are darling. In fact, let me see if I have, kind of want to throw everything at this. Oh, I used this when I made the little card with that, the fairy tale tower. This is the ephemera pack that I used to make that little card with the fairy girl on the front, and I used like one of the little buttons and whatnot. That's, I just remembered because I had that little window in there. Okay, anyway, enough of that. There's these little butterflies, but I think those are too big. And in here somewhere, there's smaller ones. Here we go. I think I might use these. Oh, the little scribbles. Oh, you know what? Raggedy Anno, that's a great question, and I can answer that. Bear with me. I have a little printout. And I'm so happy that I got this because I was trying to keep track of the stamp clubs when they were released. And that's Heartfelt Corsage was the first one. And I do happen to have that. See, I was checking them off. So I missed out on Turtley Awesome, which I wish I could have gotten that one. It had the little elephants and hippos on it. Then there was Happy Hibiscus, Shoot for the Moon, Backgrounds and Borders, Compassion and Poppies I missed out on. I wish I could have gotten that one. And I don't think I even knew about the Stamp Club when that came out, because I never saw that. Then there was I Love You Very Much. I never saw that one either. A Whaley Great Set. Shoot for the Stars. Sunshine and Sunflowers. Patterns and Prints. Christmas Rose. Monsters. Hey Snow Me. Milk and Cookies. Campfire Critters. Wildflower Wonderland. Delicious Desserts. And there were more, but it's a long list. It's a long list. All right, let's get gluing, because as I had mentioned before, I mean, you can add shine to these. You can, in fact, let me see here. You can add mousse. Mousse. You can add a little shine with mousse. Let's do one of them like that, because I think it's going to stand out a little bit more. And now I wish, yeah, I already glued it down. I wish I had done them all like that. Once upon a time, I knew where my head was. I have a, don't mind me. I was gonna try to find the my little mat that I use, but I have been crafting and trying to get things. Oh, here it is. Woo, found it. Yay me. Okay. I didn't want to have to clean up immediately. So my little brush is not 100% clean, but I'm actually kind of happy about that, because it's got just the tiniest bit of brown ink on it. And I'm okay with that because of the color of that card. And what I'm going to do here is that, because this is watercolor card, it's actually going to saturate quite quickly with that. And it's not going to be terribly shiny, but it's just going to be enough to give that a little something extra. And what I'm going to do is, I'm going to use it on this heart here. And let me see if I have. I was hoping to have a tiny little stencil. Let's see if she's got a tiny little stencil. Yes, she does. Okay, I'm gonna just use this one. I love it when things just work out. Yes, the little turtles would have been awesome. I missed out on that one too. On a lot of them, but you know what? That's okay, because there's going to be things in the future, right? And I'm excited to see where Tonic is venturing into, what new things are coming our way, right? Especially with the 3D embossing folders. That's going to be super cool. All right, so this heart's just going to have a bunch of stuff on it. I have decided. Yeah, I like that. I like it a lot. Okay, so just transform that a bit. I hope you guys can see that. Now it's got a little bit of shine on the edges, but then it also has all of that texture. So that's what I love about this, is that you don't have to leave things as they are. If you find something that you like, just repeat it, you know? Have fun with it. And I am going to just dry this very quickly, because it doesn't take very long to dry mousse, unless it's super thick, which this is not. And I really like the texture on that. Let's see what else. I think that's good for stenciling. This is all water based, so it's super easy to clean up. And in fact, if I had my baby wipes here, I would just show you, but I do not. And I hope you guys took advantage of the 3-for-1 embellishment mousse sale. Oh, I'm gonna have to look at those, Melissa. Melissa's saying she's enjoying Philomena's makes with the embossing folders. I'm hoping to have some time this week to play with those. because I love to, you know, to use it like with the mousse and all that good stuff. All right, so I'm gonna dry these because I know that I'm gonna stick my fingers right into them. Because that's how it goes, but this shouldn't be too loud. Bear with me, guys. But the same way that I altered these little hearts, don't forget that you can alter any single die cut that you make. And say maybe you don't have an ephemera pack, but you have a stamp with small sentiments. Regardless of what it says, you can stamp onto a piece of card and then add some brown ink to antique it. You know, it might require a little bit more layers than you anticipated, but I have a tool here. Don't know where my... Bear with me, guys. Here it is. Don't want to burn myself. But my point is that you can recreate a lot of ephemera with stamps. It just takes a little bit of layering. And in fact, you can challenge yourself to do that. Yes. Wow, Regina, you got 21 mousse colors. So, Raggedy Anna, to answer your question, I don't yet have one. When I started purchasing items from Tonic Studios, the tangerine was sold out. No, I take that back. They had the tangerine, but I didn't know enough about it back then. And I was on the market for an electronic machine, and that's what I ended up getting. So I used the Anna Griffin Empress. But I am curious to try the tangerine, and don't be surprised if I suddenly say that I have one. I am curious to try one. And in fact, Victoria's the one that uses it all the time. Thank you, Victoria. I just read your comment. So yes, Victoria said, in fact, Vicky, you were the only person I think that I even asked about it. I was like, what do you think of it? I'm going to tatter this one. I really wanted to know because I have weak hands, guys. So sometimes you may notice that in my videos that I'm trying to grab something and it falls right back out of my hand. So but yeah, as far as the mousse, what I say is, and I said this in my previous video, if there's one particular color that you really like, you don't have to have them all. I mean, I know there's a 3-for-1 sale, but you could get all 3 in one color if you wanted to. If there's one particular color that you absolutely love, you can't craft without it. Let's just say you're a purple girl and you must have purple, then get a purple color, because then you can use that on absolutely any other color paper. You can use it on white paper. You can use it as a watercolor. I mean, there's just so much you can do. I'm gonna just open this. I got this roll of foam. See? Oh, look at that. So Raggedy Anna's saying she's had the same plates for her tangerine for 5 years. That's awesome, because I have the plates for the Empress and they're magnetic, and that's what I like about them. And I think I've replaced them in, I think I've had that machine for 5 or 6 years. 20 years. Goodness, I want to say it's been 5 or 6 years. Yeah, I want to say it's been 6 years, and I think I've replaced them 3 times, maybe. And again, that's a magnet. So I'm not referring to the outer plates, I'm just referring to the magnets, because I cut right into them. Some people face the magnet up toward the plate. I face the magnet toward, or I'm sorry, the die toward the magnet. And I'm okay with that, obviously, because if not, I wouldn't do it. All right, so I'm just placing a little bit of foam adhesive onto that. Again, being mindful of the placement of that. And then I had started off with this little guy and this little guy. Didn't take much for me to forget. I need to, this has a very particular shape. So I'm going to actually hold both of them together as I layer these. And you can tell that I'm not adding an extremely large amount of adhesive when I craft. I don't have to because I use Nuvo Deluxe adhesive. So it gives me time to, you know, think about my placement, but it also dries fast enough. I think I'm just going to put this right on top. Not going to worry too much. I do want that to overlap. And if you like really graphic cards, this could be a fun set because you don't have to use all soft pastels. You can use this in very strong colors. Kind of want this back here. And this foam is strong, guys. But this is how I craft. Tear things apart, put them back together again. Doesn't truly matter. I think I kind of want that back there. Here we go. Put that back. I'm going to put these here. Okay, so we've got Raggedy Anna saying she has not used the mousse. And Melissa saying you would like to use it more. So yeah, you can challenge yourself. Challenge yourself to give it, you know, to take out maybe 3 different types of paper and then add it. Add some mousse to it, see how you feel about it. Okay. I think I'm just gonna fold this here in the middle a little bit, just so that it's not so neat. Terrarium. Thank you, Melissa. I knew it had something to do with dirt. Terrarium. Thank you very much. And no, I'm sorry. I was trying to read all the other ones. There's that. And I'm going to try to find some thread here. I've got some twine. And I'm going to tie this. I'm just going to create a little bow here to add on the front. And I love that this ephemera just came ready for it, you know? I think that's super cute. So I'm gonna add that there. It's kind of gonna bring everything together. Right about there. And then the little heart. Right there. Oopsie. Of course, you can tatter the edges of any of this stuff however you like. Then these little guys. Okay, and I'm going to put this one down here. And that finishes the front of this card. I think it's super simple. Of course, I allowed myself the use of some really adorable ephemera, which, you know, it's kind of like cheating, right? However, you could very easily recreate something like this using stamps from any one of the collections, because if maybe you're not doing a garden theme, or you do a garden theme, you just use different elements from a garden, as I had said before, you can absolutely go ahead and stamp out an image. You can use the scribble frames and add whatever color mousse to it. You could do that. For instance, if you're going with a color palette like this, you could do a lighter orange. And don't forget, thank you, Melissa, don't forget that you can also take your alcohol markers and color, for instance, the little frames, then add the mousse on top. So, you know, the same goes for little hearts. If you don't have ephemera that looks like that, but you maybe can just cut out a heart of just plain white paper and scribble on it with an alcohol marker, then add your mousse on top, you can definitely recreate a card like this and just do it in the colors that you prefer, or just do it in, you know, different colors entirely. I really have had some fun crafting today. It wasn't at all complicated. What I did was, and just to give you some pointers, for instance, is that I cut out all of the scribble frames from heavy watercolor card. The reason that I did that was because watercolor card is not shiny, it takes on mediums really easily, and it's nice and sturdy. So if you are going to add mousse, for instance, it's going to soak it up really nicely, but it's still going to give you a bit of that shine. The other thing is that the colors that I use, for instance, for the background, that light lavender is the same color that was in the leaves of that printed paper, so I knew it wasn't going to compete with that. And then if you don't know that already, lavender, green, and orange, they all play well together. Yes, it's using my stuff. So yeah, so there's that one card. We can come back to this one now. For this, now my enamel is dry, but as you can tell there, as the light hits it, I've got that really pretty shine there. It's so subtle and pretty. And I'm gonna add the little bow that I had said. Thank you so much. And I'm going to, bear with me one second. Going back, okay. I need to use your name repeatedly so that I don't forget it. Missy, Missy, Missy. Got Melissa, Missy, Regina. I don't know who else stayed. I think everyone else left, but I do thank you guys for having been here with me today. I'm just gonna finish off this little bow and add it to this card. I'm doing a double bow, but don't forget, as I said before, the mystery bags are going to be different this week from what they had last week at Tonic Studios. I do hope that you guys are able to take advantage of some of these sales if that's something that interests you. And I do look forward to, what's today's date? Oh, Tanya, thank you so much for still being here. Yeah, for the next releases. Oh my gosh, already in May? Holy moly. Oh boy, oh boy. May, May, May. I'm gonna add this here. I think that's gonna look really cute. Or maybe up here in the corner. Oh, I forgot I had mousse on my hands. I noticed there was a little mousse on that bow. I'm just gonna add it in that little corner. And this is some gorgeous seam binding that my good friend Shonda gave me. And I'm so grateful because how darling is that color? It's an almost red fuchsia. I just think it's darling. So I'm just gonna add it up there. Why not? For a super cute girly card. And I might top that off with a little rose. I'm not sure yet. Wonderful. Sometimes I will just have a messy day, just make a bunch of backgrounds used for later. Yes, that's a wonderful idea, Regina. That is a really good idea, especially if you've taken advantage. In fact, I forgot to show you guys. Bear with me one second. The mousse sale. This is how they come. In case you took advantage of the mousse sale. I should have opened some of these. Thank you. Thank you so much. I've been making bows for so long. Oh my gosh. So let's take a look here at the colors that I grabbed. Maybe you guys have some of these. If you do, let me know. And let me know if you like them, okay? Just gonna name off a few. And then if you want to know what colors I recommend you use these with, I can let you know, okay? And then this will be the end of the video because I know I've been here for almost 2 hours. And in 10 seconds, it's going to be 2 hours. Today was a long video, but I had the time. So I'm glad that I came along. And guys, the next set that I want to play with is actually this one that I didn't even talk about. The Rainy Day Delights. Oh my gosh, it's so darling. So, so cute. But I didn't have time to cut it out. Regina, yes. Okay, so here's what you can do. Leave them feedback, okay guys? Because if you don't already know, Tonic Studios, you know, they're going through some changes. I should say they have gone through some changes, and it's okay to leave them, you know, feedback on their customer service page, and then let them know, okay, I got, you know, how many mousses? 6 mousses? I think I got 6 bags. Yeah, I'm with you on that, Regina. Absolutely. So that way they, you know, they're just more conscious of that. So the colors that I got were Pure Platinum. And I'm sorry for that noise. That is my cat banging her head on my door. She's very peculiar. Soft Truffle. I can't make this stuff up. Oh, Victoria, I agree with you. I saw your samples. Guys, if you have not seen Victoria's samples for these dyes, they are gorgeous. Oh my gosh. Absolutely darling. So you guys, you need to go over to her Facebook page and join in if you haven't done that. Yes, so they do. In case one of them, so if one of these breaks, then, you know, all of the rest will be nice and clean. So yeah, it's a preventative measure. I just think maybe they can find smaller bags. I don't know. So I got the custard cream. This is the color I was most looking forward to, in fact. And yeah, I mentioned soft truffle. I got pink unicorn because I cannot believe in all this time I did not have that. I got orange blush. Look at that color. Stunning. And then I got, lastly, Angel Eyes. It's such a pretty blue. So, I did not get any of the other special mousses. because I prefer these, if I'm being very honest. I mean, I like all of them, but I do prefer these because of their, you know, I can just use them in so many different ways. You know what I mean? So I think that is all for today. I will let you guys know. I'm so sorry. I'll let you guys know when I have my next video. You know, I'll try to post a little something on Instagram at least, okay guys? But I do thank you guys for your patience with me today, as always. I thank you for being here with me. It's always so much fun. And as I always say, I hope that you can be inspired and be blessed and maybe get some Mother's Day or friend cards going out to those that you care about, because it does mean a lot to be on the receiving end for sure. Hello, Kathy. Trying to locate unopened tonic dye. Oh no. Yes. Well, Melissa, you know, you can message me, okay? That's not why. So okay, so Kathy, could you elaborate? Not been able to, trying to locate an unopened tonic dye. Oh, okay, so maybe you bought a dye and you can't find it? Or was it missing from your order, Kathy? Do you think it was missing? Because if you do, make sure you message them. Because in fact, I had, that just reminds me. Thank you, Tanya. Have a blessed evening. Oh, okay. Yeah, Melissa, it's just, you know, changes. That's all. That's all I can say. It changes. I was supposed to get a different drop, and they sent me pink. It was supposed to be yellow. It happens. In my case, I just, you know, I just move on, honestly, because within 3 minutes, I move on with life and I forget all about it anyway. So if you hadn't mentioned that, I probably wouldn't have even remembered that. But yeah, okay, all right. Then I guess I'm gonna end this video, and I thank you guys again. Don't forget, you can always share my video if you happen to be rewatching. Then by all means, subscribe and click the notification bell. Oh, okay. Alrighty. Okay, that's good to hear, Kathy. And don't forget, you can also share my links. If you make anything inspired by what you've seen today, you can also tag me on social media with hashtag #Paintsandglitter so that I can see what you have made. And be sure to follow me on Instagram, Pinterest, or Facebook, whichever platform you prefer. Okay, then be sure to contact them, Melissa. I think it's Deborah or Debbie over on the US side that will help you out, okay? Oh, they did correct it. Okay, okay, that's good. So as far as a favorite die set, to answer that, oof, I think I'm still in love with all the memory book ones. But I honestly, it's hard to pick one. You know what? But of the recent makes, the little mushroom houses, hands down. And then also the Buzzy bag, yeah, both of those. I really love 3D crafting, so of that style of crafting, those two have been my favorite releases, and I look forward to sharing more. So don't forget to come back to this channel for future tutorials. And as I always say, I hope that you guys can be inspired and be blessed. Yes. I agree, Melissa. All right, but I have to go. It's been 2 hours, guys. God bless you, and thank you so much for being here. You guys have a wonderful weekend. And don't forget, May is my birthday month, so come back. Bye-bye. Thank you.